Mike, when your fourth line's competing as well as they have been, what does that do to impact the other three lines to give you balance all the way through in a game?
Well, hopefully it sends a message that if they play better than you, they play more. You know, it's unfortunate they were dashed 2 last game, no fault of their own, and which is unfortunate, but they played well. They played with good speed, good tenacity, did things right, so that was positive for us.
Have you seen a maturity and growth in Mitch over the second half of this season on and off the ice?
He's 20 years old, isn't he? You know, so he's 20. He's a good kid. He works hard. He's got great enthusiasm. You know, I think Patty and Haynes and those guys being around, you get to learn how to be a good pro each and every day, and I think that's the growth that you need. The sooner you get it, the more consistent you are, the better starts the season you have, all those kind of things, and you become a better player. Obviously, he's an elite player. He can really drive a line, and the better he is, the better we're going to be, so his growth and development is real important for us.
When you look across the hall and the team you're facing tonight, given where you guys were a year ago, you had to fight tooth and nail. Can you relate to the position they find themselves in?
Well, for sure, and saying that, this team's played well and played hard, and they've got good players. And they didn't get off probably the start maybe they wanted, but they've really played well in their last 20. They've been very, very good, and they're low. They're good players, are good players, and so they make it hard on you. But it should be a lot of fun. They're battling for their playoff life. That's a real hockey game you're going to play in. I didn't think we had the intensity we needed last game in order to, even though we had the puck lots and it looked nice at times, we didn't play hard enough to have success, and these guys are going to draw it out. If you're not, they're going to beat you.
Do you see similarities between Barkov and Matthews?
You know, Barkov, how many years Barkov been in the league? How many? 4. So 4 years, you know, I mean, I think Barkov's a big-time player. I think he had some growing pains, just like all players do. And so I think, you know, Matty obviously is evolving his game. And I think the more he plays, the more he's going to come. His 200-foot game really comes the more he plays. But he's been injured a number of times this year, and that affects him.
Mike, when you were in a playoff race, in a tight race, there'd be 2 ways to approach it. One would be when you're not playing, you watch the teams you're racing against, when you can't control anything they do. The other would be to not watch and just react to what's happened and control what you can. Which were you?
Well, I think you just do what you do every day, is you pre-scout the games you're going to be playing in, and when your wife doesn't have you doing something else, you watch the other games. You know, but I think you just go about it. I think you get a pretty good routine between rest, following the league, learning as much as you can. I think you get a pretty good routine, and you stick with it as much as you possibly can.
With only a handful of games left, have you given much consideration to giving Freddie any extra games off of the back-to-back?
You know, what we're going to do is we're going to play today, and we're going to worry about today and be the best we can be.
Like Luongo was the Panthers Masterton nominee announced yesterday. He keeps coming back and playing at such a high level. When you were around him, what stood out about his kind of love for the game and his dedication to his craft?
Yeah, I mean, I've had him multiple times. I mean, he loves hockey. He's a really talented guy, obviously, and you know, he just has continued to stay healthy enough to be in the game and play at a high level. The one thing about the game, as soon as your game's gone, we don't let you play the game anymore. We kick you out. So, you know, he's still the starter of a real good team, and he's got I think he's 9.27 or something like that. He's got real good numbers, and he's confident in his abilities. You know, Lou's one of those guys who reads the game exceptionally well. He knows where the puck's coming from before it comes, and that's been one of his greatest assets.